Good afternoon over here from the snow belt area of New York. You see the snow out there. Today it's been a fantastic day, and we're going to take it kind of easy since our president has been, let loose out of the calaboose, right? Acquitted. Nancy Pelosi is having a heart fit. I wonder if her dentures cracked while she was standing there trying to chop up that paper. Well, interesting thing about it, real quick, like when she tore that paper up, it didn't mean nothing to her. She knew that was an official document, so the vice president did too, but she was the one that tore it up. Can you imagine when a veteran turns in their documents for a claim and it goes into the congressional level where they look at it and they wonder if they're going to help or not? Do they really look at the history and the background of the veteran that's looking for the benefits? Or they just do exactly what Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, did? So that demonstrates to me that if she does that, is that what's happening to the veterans' benefits? Why their claims are not being heard and they're so late? Or maybe they toss it underneath the desk somewhere. Think about it. That's a possibility. But I want to talk a little bit about this Mayor Pete Buttigieg. Today I heard on the Fox News that I think he felt sorry that President Trump killed that one Middle Eastern general or whoever, that leader of the pack there. They're all crying tears, crocodile tears over this guy. He says, don't know if he should have been killed. He didn't do nothing. But Buttigieg doesn't check the back records on who got killed and who didn't. Over 700 some odd individuals, Americans, have been killed, I think, if not more, during the war. And some of the people he's killed of his own people. But that doesn't mean anything to Buttigieg or Sanders. Or even Bernie. Joe Biden, excuse me. Bernie, Joe Biden, and Buttigieg. The three musketeers that have been conceived but with no brains at all. That bothers me. That bothers me that also Bernie said this morning that we're talking about this race, see who's going to win. He says, the damn thing, he called the race for the presidency a damn thing. Well, he's had campaign individuals shove money to him. And it's easy. It's only a damn thing that I'm running. Doesn't mean nothing to you, Bernie, does it? I guess not. But that's the way it is. And Joe Biden wanting that medal instead of put it on Rush, to put it on somebody else that's not worth a damn. Joe Biden is losing it. Sure is. Rush has got more sense in his pinky than Joe Biden. Believe it or not. It's the one that Joe Biden can even see where he's going. Nancy Pelosi, tearing up the paper. I already went over that. You know what? She really, I feel sorry for her. She had a brain fart when she was doing that. I guess her congressional women there that in the House, Cortez, Omar, and the rest of them, really pulled their chain to make this petition go through. I wonder if she feels sorry about that, And she's saying that the president's will never be acquitted. Well, Nancy, get a life, okay? Let's just get a life. Can't we get along? Wouldn't it be nice just to get along without getting into this fight? Maybe Trump would stay off of your back. Maybe the public out there, even the Democrats, would stay off your back. I've said it probably 1,000 times over. It's not those Democrats that live out there that raise a family, that have kids that go into battle for this country, for freedom and all that. is causing this major catastrophe here in the hatred. It's you, Nancy. You and Maxine Waters and Adam Schiff. Schiff, remember, I didn't say Adam Schiff, okay? And Jerry Madeline, as I call him, you know, Jerry Mockingbird. The hatred that you individuals have, you share it with these children. And Nancy, you gave a great education. Absolutely. Any kids that was watching this and watch you go to a document such as that represents so much, they learn real good from you. You know that? So you know what? You better pray a little bit to hope that these children don't do the same thing as they're growing up. Okay? They just tear up documents that frustrates them, but means so much. You know? Can you imagine them going to a historical place and seeing a document lay there, and because they don't like it, they tear it up because Nancy did it? Nancy did it! That's right. You know, all of yous out there that love these individuals, that really feel so bad about them, you know, I can't understand you. I think you're driving yourself nuts. I think it drives my wife nuts too. She can't stand me saying something bad about Nancy or anybody else. It's like it doesn't matter. You know, I have my own children probably say the same thing my wife says. They're raised different. I'm a Republican. Their mother, my ex-wife, was a Democrat. So, you know, they probably follow the same scheme there. I don't hate them. I just can't understand it, how they can keep believing in how the Democratic Party is running this whole deal, running this campaign with nobody. Let's go to Mike, what's his name? Mike Bloomberg, okay? You know, he's running this campaign by offering $150 here to his people to put posters up and do this and all that, his big bucks. But doesn't that remind you like those movie stars, those political people that sent their kids to school and paid for them to get their tests passed? You know, had paid people to take their tests for them. Doesn't that remind you of Bloomberg? What a great example he's showing to these college students, to these high school children, to these grade school children. Bloomberg, you're doing exactly what those movie stars have been doing, paying for their children to pass a test for somebody else to take the test for them. Nobody said anything about that yet, but Bloomberg, shame-o. You know, as I would say in Vietnam when I was probably under fire, and I think that's probably you got to do that too, we have a little sign that we say, a hand signal. Okay, you ready for this? This and this. You know what this means? This means cover me. I am F-U-C-K. Any Marine knows what this means. That's not going to happen to you in Bloomberg, because you just show the children of the world that it is all right for them to have somebody else pay for them to take a test for them to get in a higher level in college or to pass a test. You just gave them the okay. You know that? The SUMCA. Now that's a good one. Nancy says she helped out with it. Well, maybe she offered some advice and some language onto that. Canada-Mexico treaty? Great. President Trump didn't have no problem with that. You know, he thinks about it, well, you know, they want to have credit for it, okay. Why can't we do the same thing in treating each other? It's over, Nancy. You're going to lose your position. You know that. What, are you going to give it to Cortez? A socialist? Or Omar that hates the Jews? You don't do nothing about that. You don't do nothing about Adam Schiff and his whistleblower. Oh, no, I never spoke to him, but you know he did. You don't say nothing about that. But you stand there tearing a document up that means so much. That means so much to those people that were invited there and was given recognition to why they were there for. You know, it disturbs me. I just want to tell you this much. Sink or swim, Nancy. My president is President Trump because I elected him. Okay? My president was at one time Obama, the first time, not the second time. I learned. My president was Ronald Reagan. My president was President Bush. My president was John Kennedy. Don't hate them. I might dislike some of the things they do, but I don't hate them. I might dislike Obama, but I really, really don't hate them. Hate him like you hate Trump. Believe me. Okay? I don't have to give my time to any representative if I don't wish to. I don't have to sit and curtsy to them either. You know, President Trump is not an Ivy League representative. He was never that. First, he's a businessman. But the very first, him and God are like this. Okay? At least I hope so. And I want to believe that. In God we trust. Hey, in God we trust. In President Trump, I trust too. You know, we have veterans out there. There's a need. This whole debate that you have on there, you haven't showered anything that I can hear of. And I've been trying to keep my eyes and ears open about veterans, about what the issue is in California with the land of Los Angeles and politicians out there, Feinstein and Ted Lieu, and the mayor out there wanting to take that property and use it for their benefit. They already have a purple line there trying to build a subway through it. You guys don't mention that. That land never belonged to them. It was given to veterans. It was a gift. You don't mention that. The only time you're going to mention the veterans is if it's going to meet that it's going to help you. You'll kiss their ass to get a vote. And last, but not last, is slavery. Talk about slavery, okay? Slavery is a touchy thing, you know. But you have your voters enslaved. Yeah. You know, Bernie says, oh, South Carolina, I have the African American on my side. How does he know that? How does he know that? You say that President Trump hasn't given anything to increase their wages. Well, you know what? Why don't you lower the taxes in California, lower the taxes in New York, and lower the taxes in several other states that are squeezing the people that are living there? Maybe that'll give them some extra money, don't you think? But you're too damn greedy, California. You're too damn greedy, Governor Cuomo, to do that. You'll give licenses for illegal aliens to drive? And what is it for? So they can vote as well? That's okay. But you know what? You'll scream and yell that the president hasn't done anything by increasing their wages. Drop the taxes. Let the people live a normal life. We don't ask you to drop it to the extreme where our state or any state can't function, but drop your taxes. You can't even live in California as an individual in Los Angeles trying to live there as a human being. You got your neck is tightened up by a loose noose that says, hey, it's $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month, And if you live in a place for $900, can you imagine? Anywhere in New York, California, Chicago, or wherever, what are you living in? You know? You don't think about the veterans enough. You say you do, but you don't. I know President Trump does. I know he does his best. I know that the acting Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Robert Wilkie, assumes that he's really concerned, but when you try to get a hold of this person to have a meeting with him, he disregards your call. And if anybody here can connect with Robert Wilkie, the secretary, tell him that Gene Symes says he wants to meet with him. I would also like to meet with President Trump, our committee, our Veterans Committee that we have. Because as veterans, we would like to meet with you, President Trump. We give you our best. Our best fighters are out there doing the job day in and day out. I got one more thing before I hang this up. I got a problem with HUD. Dr. Ben Carson, I left a message for you Friday. We have a problem. Have a veteran in California that has a major problem with HUD. Can you get in touch with me? 315-986-7322. I would appreciate it. I have another problem. Men and women that are serving in the military. I need to know that their family members can also get help while their husbands or wives are deployed and they're caring for their children back home. I want to know that they can go to a hospital with their ID card that is given to them and don't have to pay to get treated. Because those guys that are doing a job, just like in Vietnam, they don't make a whole lot of bucks. Policemen don't make a whole lot of bucks, and they risk their lives day in and day out. Firemen don't either. But I tell you what, the Democratic Party doesn't say nothing about that. The men and women that fight for us, they care for us, that are our security at home, our police, and those that are working to get the illegal aliens out of here and in sanctuary homes to where they belong. This side of the border, not on this side. Come in, you come in legally. We'll accept that, but not illegal. But the Democratic Party prefers to shove you down the tubes, make you pay taxes and taxes for somebody that shouldn't be here. Those that come in legally, hey, I don't mind helping. But those that don't come in, I don't want to pay for them. I don't care if they're earning money and paying taxes. They're illegal. Bottom line. Have a great day. This is Gene Symes. Once a Marine, always a Marine. And we have veterans that care. Biden, Mike Bloomberg, Pete Buttigieg, Nancy Pelosi, and the rest of you. In the Marine Corps, you know what U stands for? Female sheep. You don't say that to a drill instructor. First thing he'll say, you call me a female sheep? But you individuals are really tearing up the country and dividing it. It's not President Trump. You are. He reacts to you, and you make him react to you. Okay? Change your ways. He'll change his ways too. He'll work with you. But you got to work too. And because you started it from the very beginning in 2016 to have him impeached before he even walked in the doors, you're in everything that I'm telling you. Okay? I forgot who said that this morning that was talking. I don't know if it was Bernie Sanders on Fox when everybody was lined up and they were looking at the debates that's going on in New Hampshire and says, stupid, don't you understand? So you know what? You guys are stupid. He just said it. All he is. There ain't a one of yous in there worth to be the president of the United States. Bottom line. Why don't you give somebody that can really fight and do the job? The man who was assassinated, John F. Kennedy. You know what? I think Trump would respect him like nobody's business. I respect my president. I elected him. And I'll keep supporting him and backing him up. And if he does something wrong, I'll let you know too, that I feel is wrong. He doesn't always say everything's right. But you know what? He's not a politician. He's a businessman. And he's making this country great. With your help, he's making it great. He said it. It's with your help. Someone told me one time in Canada was that America was always great. Of course it was. He's just reminding you. We can make it great again. Make it great by doing the things that we can to rebuild the economy and do the things that matter to the people that are poor. Okay, you say, well, it's only for the high muckety mucks that he's got these taxes cut for. Well, if it isn't for these high muckety mucks, there wouldn't be jobs out there, would there? They wouldn't be developing jobs. Think about it. You Democratic politicians. And to the Democrats that support them, I'm sorry, but I don't hold you responsible for their actions. I think it all washes off that it looks like it's your fault too, but it's not. You're good people out there. Work with the president. He's giving you something. He's not taking something away. Thank you. Hey, and have a great day. From the snowy part of New York.